Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your October 2017 forecast for the month. I wanted to take a moment before I get into the forecast to let you know my heart is going out to everyone and anyone suffering from the natural disasters that we've had. From the hurricanes to the earthquakes, I just wanted to take a moment to let you know I am acknowledging them. I know in these forecasts, I get right to the astrology. It's just hard to ignore everything that our world is going through. And whether that be political or environmentally, it's a lot. So please know that my heart goes out to anyone who's suffering or has family that has dealt with these catastrophes. And I'll try to give an uplifting forecast and see the good in the potential that we have here for October. On the 5th of October, we have our full moon at 12 degrees of Aries. And for you, this affects the environment, Cap, and the foundation. This energy is conjunct the planet Uranus, who is also stationed in Aries. And with closure in the 4th house, you might be shutting doors on an environment, an actual location where you're living. But you could also come to some sort of peace in the relationship in the 4th house of Mother, because that is the sector that governs the maternal energy. And the full moon wants to see a release of what no longer serves you. And not to suggest your mother doesn't serve a good purpose in your life, but the tone I'm getting actually is for those people who have dealt with mothers who have passed. There is a peacefulness to this energy, and quite unexpected because of the Uranian conjunction. This isn't something you've planned for, and it's a subtle energy that could take you back to where you grew up in your mind. It could have you remembering a nostalgic energy, the past. So 2.5 days before and 2.5 days after this 5th of October, there is some kind of comfort in the 4th house of comfort and home and nurturing. Now on the 10th of October, and I'm sorry if you see me moving, I'm shuffling the Norbert Loesch Cosmic Tarot deck, so I'm shuffling while I'm doing the Astro forecast. On the 10th, we have big news, and that's a double entendre because Jupiter, our biggest planet, is making his annual transit out of the sign of Libra, where he's been for over a year, into Scorpio. Jupiter in Scorpio. That hasn't happened for 12 years. And he'll be there through the 8th of November of 2018. So this is a 13-month stay for Capricorn in the sector that governs the internet, that governs your goals, your 11th house of wishes, goals, friendships, connections, social energy, and the internet, and progressive thoughts and connections. This is a very expansive area for Capricorn, and it could see you come out of your shell more because you've had Pluto with you in the 1st house, and now that Jupiter is stimulating the social life and clubs and groups that you're connected with, you could be developing a band. You could be largely enhancing your connections with your tribe. And this is just a beautiful place for Jupiter to be. More electronics, more equipment is coming into your life, technologies, upgrading the way you are, I want to say, recording, or the way you are editing, producing, the way you're manifesting. You're going through some increase here in this sector, and you're elevating without cutting corners. So you might progress straight up the middle in the 11th house by buying exactly what you need electronically, forming some kind of group or joining a group or club around you, you're with the right people, and this is where you're happiest, because where Jupiter is, that's the happy planet. That's where you're jovial. That's where you feel young. That's where you feel your youth, and it's in the 11th house. You're obtaining goals this year from October 10 through November 8th of 2018 for Capricorn. Please watch your ascendant sign too if you know the time of your birth. It's very accurate for the astrology. And watch your moon sign as well so you can get a full cosmic catch-up. On the 14th, Venus enters the sign of Libra, where your career is impacted. And Venus being harmony and love and attraction, you're attracted to your position or your higher authority. Some of you might be the leaders of a group, because in this month, the 10th and the 11th house are most affected. In addition to Jupiter in the 11th, you have Mercury heading there on the 17th, and the Sun on the 23rd. So those three massive energies, the Sun, Jupiter, and Mercury, through October are, well, from the 23rd on, they're all in the 11th house. And this is where you are communicating. This is what you want to study. You could be the leader of your club or the group or the leader of the pack with Venus in the 10th on the 14th. And then our new moon on the 19th is in the 10th house of career at 26 degrees of Libra. So it's a Libra-Scorpio vibe this month. Mars on the 22nd goes into Libra. So the new moon, Venus, and Mars all conjunct in the 10th house of career. Stamina and energy for meetings, promotional energy. Masculine energy in the 10th house of career. A male group or a boss figure is coming into play. Perhaps a new male authority figure is coming into your life. For those of you who report to a job outside of the home, this could see a new authority come in. I'm not getting a negative energy about it. I just feel like there's a fast-paced energy with Mars here. And things could be picking up very quickly in your work environment. So if you start the top of the month a little bit shaky and not so certain of the developments, please allow the month to unfold, because there is a stimulus in the career sector, and his name is Mars. So he does some good stuff, and he'll be there for 60 days, 50 or so. I do want to see what the cards say, and if you'd like to read with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. You can select your desired reading length via PayPal, and I'll get back to you. And don't forget to check out your October medium messages are up on VIMEO on demand, as well as a 9-card fortune card reading for October that I've done. So if you're interested, those links are below. Here are your cards for October. 4 of Coins. This is see the woman speaking to a boss, a man, about her money. She's like in this office asking for a raise, or visiting a banker about her finances. This is a boss figure, and this is the 10th house of earnings. You could be easily promoted this year. Oh, look at this. Look in the middle of the card. It's the symbol of Capricorn. Wow. In this deck, I learned something new. I never saw that before. Yeah, that's your symbol, right in the heart. It's an earth card. So it's giving honors to the earth sign. But Virgo and Taurus are also earth. And the last time I checked, the tarot in the suits, without being a court card, didn't really assign it an astrological card, an astrological sign. So what I'm trying to say is it's rare to see a zodiac sign in a card that's not a court card, like the prince or the king or the queen or the page or the knight, however they're phrased. So that's interesting to me because it came out just for you. And it is about you asking that male authority figure for promotion. It is about you getting your money in order and your securities in order in the fourth house of home, where the full moon is on the 5th. Fourth house, 4 coins. Yes, this card is of security, property, comfort, and having savings and getting the money shifted up. Wow, I love it. Let's see what else is here. That was sweet. 6 of Swords, beautiful card. I love this card. He looks balanced in there, doesn't he? It's a card of travel, but his foot is rooted, and the rest of him is kind of flying free. I feel like Capricorn might take a stand or a stance on something. It's a travel card. Trips. Maybe you are going away. Maybe you're coming back from someplace. Maybe you're plotting the idea of where to go. If your goal in the 11th house is to take a foreign trip, is to see a sight unseen, maybe the pyramids, where I'm getting back there. The Egyptian pyramids, they've been coming up to me a lot in my own thoughts. I've never been, but when I start thinking about a place, though, I don't want to be negative. It's not my jam. I just maybe don't book a trip to Egypt just yet. Something might fascinate you on a spiritual level, which could be anywhere in the world. And what I'm getting about Egypt is it's a beautiful spiritual place to see, but there might be a little bit of an issue there coming up. So don't take my advice on going there. But you will consider travel. 5 of Cups now. Some Caps are dealing with depression or emotional unfulfillment, but they're looking too much at what they're not happy with. He's looking directly down at the wine glasses that he spilled. There's a whole storm going on outside, and there's a breeze and tumultuous energy outside. Maybe some of Capricorns have dealt with that natural disaster energy, and your place is blown around to bits and you're depressed about it. I understand that is not something you just bounce back from. But if you are only focused on what is directly here and on the table, instead of the whole world outside of your windows, then your vision isn't far enough. And your vision might not have the potential for manifestation if you're locking it in the palm of your hands and to narrowing your scope down to what's just in front of you. Yes, it's always the best to stay in the present moment, but you can have a vision in your mind long term and see your end result before you're even there, which is the helpful trick in properly manifesting what you need. And look at this. One of my favorite cards, the 9 of Coins, more earth for the Capricorn. There's no need to cry over your spilled milk because you have security coming to you. The 9 of Coins is a relaxed comfort. She's got a roof over her head. She's got a car that she can use. She's got birds visiting her as she sips burgundy wine and eats grapes. This isn't too fancy. She's not eating lobster, but she's nibbling on little things of grapes, some seeds. She's got a tiny little drink. She has everything that she needs for comfort. And Capricorn might have to start to learn to appreciate every little tiny thing in their scope and then branch out the vision. Your final card is the King of Wands. Interesting. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is an entrepreneur. This could be the energy of someone who's very creative, very independent, in control, someone in the 10th house. Your boss might be a fire sign, Mars in the 10th house, Aries, heat, fire, King of Wands. You have new authority coming in, or you are your own authority. You have to summon the energy of the King of Wands. For some, which is get creative. with your money. Get creative in your job. Be adventurous and take a risk like the King of Fire would do. But for some of you, the King of Fire, the King of Wands, is the person who helps lend the Nine of Coins to you, to helps you achieve the Nine of Coins. So you have Four of Coins with your symbol on it. Trust that you have what you need, Capricorn. That message is coming through. And the Nine of Coins. If you can get over some of your emotional disconnect and focus on where you feel you truly belong, what makes you the happiest, that's where you need to work. If you're posting pics, 11th house, if you're posting pics on the internet of your hobby and what you love to do, that's what you should be making money doing. So consider making a job out of something you're enjoying learning and make it a goal, because it has huge potential to promote you and to give you security, the financial security that you need. Thank you so much, Cap, for joining me. I am wishing you a lovely October. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.